I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA. But yeah, you know we don't play. I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA. Cause yeah, you know we don't play. I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA. But yeah, you know we don't play. I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA. Cause yeah, you know we don't play. I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA. But yeah, you know we don't play. I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA. Cause yeah, you know we don't play. I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA. But yeah, you know we don't play. I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA.
One of the rare things these days, she actually understands how to play the game.
I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia.
We first learned of Motley when she used to play at Hampton Roads Academy after she topped the 1,000 point mark as a freshman.
Right now, getting all the attention doesn't feel like I'm 14. Feels like I'm a college senior going to the draft.
I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA. But yeah, you know we don't play. I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA. Cause yeah, you know we don't play. I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA.
Best player at Woodside, best player to ever play in the PD, and 757.
I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA, I'm in Virginia, I'm in VA.
What up, what up, what up? It's your man, Coach Stretch, and welcome to a special live event episode of The Numbered Streets. Big Dog in the house. Where you at? Where you at? Here we go. Big Dog in the house. Statman AJT. We are all in the building. Special guest. Special guest. We did the PD, Queen of the PD, top 25. And there was a lot of disrespect on that damn list. A lot of disrespect on that list. So, before we unveil that top 25 list, we have the opportunity to talk to a Hampton Roads legend. In her career, she has over 3,000 high school points. She was named PD Player of the Year 2011, 2012, 2013. Look at the fingers. That's 3 in a freaking row. First team All-State 2012, 2013. That's 2 times in a row. And co-player State of the Year in Virginia 2012. That's just high school. Moving on into college, she has over 1,500 collegiate points. Top 10 all-time in the University of Miami for scoring. She was ranked 27th in the nation by ESPN, not homeboys.com. Second team All-ACC, and she is currently a 6-year professional athlete overseas. It stops including Sweden, Spain, Portugal, Greece, Slovakia, and currently Romania. I think I got that right. Hope she don't kill me. I am proud to have her on our show. I'm proud to be one of her trainers. I'm proud, more importantly, I'm proud to be her friend. Without further ado, Miss Adrienne Motley. Yay!
Yup.
What up, Mark?
What's up, Stretch, man?
What the fuck going on, Mark?
Man, they tripping, man. They tripping.
You know what I'm saying? The hell going on?
A lot.
Yeah.
But we're going to get it straight.
Mark.
We're going to get it straight.
We're going to get it straight today. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it straight today. Hey, look, like I said, man, I'm happy to have you on, man. First of all, I appreciate you staying up late. Because I know, we got a big time difference going on right now.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. I appreciate you, man. How's the family?
Everybody's good, man.
Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Adrienne, let's talk, man. Let's talk. Let's talk about early days. How'd you get started playing basketball?
Well, everybody in the 757 pretty much know, like, my pops was a referee. So, like, growing up, I was just in the gym with him
Yeah.
and just picked it up. Like, I ran track, played tennis, did stuff there, but like basketball was it. So I just stuck with it. Been playing since I was like 5.
You was a little Serena out there.
Man, nah. I hated it. My mom used to have me out there Saturday mornings over there by the Y.
I know. Yeah. That's where you go.
And, nah, it wasn't it. Basketball was it. So
basketball was the thing. Yeah, still doing it. So let's talk about how you got going and how the legend became Adrienne Motley, aka Mott, as I call you, the legend. How HRA, you was at HRA going crazy. Talk to us about that journey, like that whole HRA experience. Like, what was that like? Private school life, and early on, because you was what, 8th, 9th grade, right?
6th to 9th at HRA.
Okay, 6th through 9th at HRA. Yeah. Like, talk to me about middle school HRA and beginning your high school career in the private sector. How was that?
Man, I didn't want to go to HRA, but I mean, the middle schools, I was zoned for Hines, and like the middle schools in Newport News, like aren't the best.
Yeah, Hines was a shit show.
Yeah, for real, and it was far from my house. Right. So like,
that busting is crazy.
Yeah, and so like, and you can't play varsity in 8th grade.
Right.
In public school. So I mean that gave me an opportunity to kind of play up, which I had done my whole career.
Correct.
But I didn't want to go to private school. My people made me go to private school. And like the plan at first was to like in 9th grade go to Woodside. Like my sister went to Woodside. Like I had my friends at Woodside. Like I wanted to go to Woodside, but they made me stay. But I mean, it gave me like a different type of like vibe over there. It kind of got me ready for college, just like not seeing your own like type of people and just being a minority out there.
Right. A lot of Caucasian.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't know where he's going, but yeah, like you know how it is. Like you
private school life, like
it's not. I mean, you see a lot of stuff. Like I had got introduced to like seeing like these big houses that people lived in.
Correct.
The type of money people had. Like I was not like we weren't piss poor, but like we didn't have like
we weren't there.
Yeah, we weren't there.
Right.
So like I got introduced to that, but like man, when I went to Woodside, that was like. It was like night and day. Like I was like a whole new world. But I mean, it gave me an opportunity, to play in like a competitive, like the TCIS at the time. Like, that was pretty decent. I had a couple teammates, AAU teammates that was playing in that Norfolk Christian, like stuff like that. So I got to play against them, but I was ready to get up out of there.
Yeah, I bet. Especially middle school when you go those are transitional years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's tough.
You know what I'm saying? But like I wasn't used to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm used to AAU. It was nothing but black people.
Right.
So it was like
I can only imagine. Like I'm in that lane right now. So it's like it's tough. You go from, when I get these kids in, like you go from AAU, you see one type of player, one type of person, and then you go from that to private school. You like, wait a minute, do I even belong here? Type of vibe, like what I'm saying. It's definitely a transition.
Yeah.
So you scored what, over 1,000 points in 2 years.
Crazy.
At HRA. At what point did you feel like you were ready for the Peninsula District, or did you feel like the PD was going to be too easy? What made the switch? Was TCIS too easy, or like what was it?
I think like honestly, I thought when this happened, I was like, yeah, this is like I'm in the 9th grade doing this. I scored like I think 40. It was either 40 for the semifinals of the TCIS. The next night I had 50. Or I had 50 the semifinals and then 40 the next night.
Right.
I think at that point I was kind of like, I mean, where do I go from here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I feel like I have to like evolve my game somehow. Like it was night in and night out. Like I was killing, but like it wasn't what I wanted to play against. Like TCIS was just like nothing but like white girls and like, you had the occasional black person, but it was just like trash.
Right.
And I knew like how physical the PD was, and I like needed that physicality to go in college. So I mean, I was ready to get up out of there after 9th grade. And I think my parents realized that when I was like just going crazy.
Yeah. Now, can you imagine if you had stayed there? You probably could have scored 4,000 points or something crazy like that.
Easy. Like, and I had the green light. You know what I'm saying? Like they was just letting me go. But it wouldn't have even been fun, I don't think.
She put up 2K numbers in the TCIS. That junk crazy, boy.
So I was actually gonna ask, how do you think your game would have developed had you stayed there versus going? Do you think it would have developed differently? Or like you would have had developed the skills because you felt like the competition wasn't where it needed to be?
You know what? I don't know because I still was playing AAU with Boo and on that circuit. You know what I'm saying? So like I had that in high school. Like I was playing on TCIS, and then I still was going to like the top circuit teams and playing against the top players in the nation in AAU. So I still had that, but I mean, I think it was just like a total like just like it was just so physical in the PD, like, and they let you play, and I think I kind of got like my toughness out there, like just being like used to the contact versus in private school, like I felt like they was just trying to hurt me, you know what I'm saying? Like versus it just being completely physical. So I mean, I can't imagine what my game probably would have been like. I mean, I don't think it would. I didn't like it. So I don't think I would have enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was ready to get up out of there. So I don't think my high school career would have been like as fun as it was if I hadn't left, like overall.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So now you transit. Oh, go ahead, Mike. You want to say
I
something?
just want to ask her. So her high school career, like, who was some of your? I mean, you were the GOAT, but who was some of your toughest competitors? Like when you laced them up, you was like, this is gonna be one of them ones.
In the PD or in the TCI?
In the PD.
Man, every night, like I knew they was gun. It could have been Gloucester, I knew they was gonna be gunning. So I'm not even gonna give like, I'm not gonna say respect, but like nobody.
That sound like nobody.
I didn't say nobody could guard me, but I knew like
nobody.
I was gonna say that's what it sounded like. Nobody.
Not even like, I gotta go, even though it may have been easy, which it sounded like it was easy, but like even like a thought, like, okay, all right, tonight, Friday night, everybody looking, I got this player across from me, I gotta go even harder. That never even was like just business as usual, another day at the office.
Yeah, I mean, I think I remember one game we played Heritage. Mm-hmm. My head coach from Miami had came. She was like front row. We was talking before the game, and a girl from Heritage, and I think we was either at Woodside or at Heritage. Obviously, the gyms are the same, so I can't remember. But and she's like screaming, like, I don't care who's here, like I'm gonna show, and I'm looking like,
not like some ratchet Heritage shit.
Yeah, I'm looking like, all right, like now I really gotta like, what I'm saying, like now she being disrespectful, like now I gotta go crazy. But like, I mean, it's tough playing anywhere in the PD. You know what I'm saying?
I remember. How many dropped that game though? That game, the girl.
I was averaging 26 my senior year. So like, it could have been like, you know what I'm saying? I honestly
anywhere between 25 and 40.
Right.
Split the difference, the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like it was Heritage. I never, besides them winning the state championship with all them, like they never been good. So, we're being like, they never, you know what I'm saying? They won the championship that year with, Sanya, Recipe, all of them. But like, after that, it was nothing. So like, I remember one morning, somehow it was a Kickintan game. We played at Kickintan, and the news had came, and it was this big game, and they came gunning. And y'all know how small Kickintan's gym is.
Right.
They came gunning, and the news was there recording. They had done an interview before the game with me, like, and I think that was probably one of the games I was like, yo, like, they really trying to come. Like, I gotta, like, and it was like we were fighting for position, not fighting for position, maybe trying to like finish the season undefeated, something crazy.
Right.
And I think that was probably one of the games I was like, man, like, all right, we need a shot. I think I was kind of like chilling the whole game, and I saw my dad kind of look at me. I'm like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta tighten up.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
I think that's probably it.
Okay, so still talking about Peninsula District. How can I say this delicately without offending people?
Just say it, because you ain't know nothing delicate about you. Just go ahead and say
Well,
it.
you know. Well, when we look at the list and we see all these names up there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Like I said, you got over 3,000 high school points. And to me, and my co-hosts know this, to me, there's only one name that's ahead of you. And I told you this. And that one name that's ahead of you is Lakeisha Fred. And that is because she got that WNBA stamp.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the disrespect that's been coming out since we started the Queen of the PD stuff? Like, how do you feel about that disrespect?
I mean, I can't say I'm surprised.
People nominating people that won't never none of this. They won't never none of this. How we even? How did we get here?
We were getting a lot of nominations, and then when we did the research, and we was like, wait a minute, like, come on, bro. Like, we appreciate y'all participating, but come on, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop.
How did we get here? What did you do to someone? Like, what it sounds like now as the story is unveiling is that you did a whole lot of killing, and people don't like being killed.
No,
couple of 40 balls on there every night. That's probably
a couple 40 balls, couple 30 pieces here and there in front of their parents. And they got to live with that, See, to you, it's just a Tuesday night. But to them.
I don't know. It's been like that. Like, and you know me. Like, I'm not a disrespectful, cocky player. So I wasn't out there talking, you know what I'm saying? Talking like crazy out the side of my neck. Like, nothing. I cannot remember a game where unless somebody was like, saying stuff to me, but like I was just killing. And it's like people still like feel some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I was doing, like, they hated when I came to the PD. They hated it. And like I told you before we got on, they didn't think I was going to be able to produce in the PD. They're like, oh, nah, she came from the TCIS. Like, she's not going to be able to do nothing. Like, the competition is too much. And it's like, all right, like, you don't score that many points and just be sub. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And then the points started over when I went to the PD.
That's another thing. Like, that's another thing that is mind blowing. So you got, technically speaking, you have over 1,200 in private school, and then you have over 2,000 in Woodside in 3 years.
3 years.
I count all 3,000. Because even just your 3 years at Woodside, you got over 2,000. Like, that's ain't too many people doing this stuff right here, man. This is legendary stuff right here. And then you talking about you went into PD Player of the Year 3 years in a row.
That's amazing.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's amazing because honestly, even for dominant players, like, they got to deal with voter fatigue and like people choosing. Like, they got to. So you really had to be dominant, because people get tired of seeing somebody's dominant. They're looking for the next new shiny kind of tool. So that's amazing.
Thank you. But I mean, it's still like,
it was just Tuesday and Friday for you.
I was still underrated though. Like, not even underrated, but like not respected.
Right.
Because there's no way I don't win Gatorade Player of the Year.
Let's talk about that. Like, why you think you didn't win Gatorade Player of the Year?
I think because I don't know. I know my senior year we lost at the Scope. So that probably, I don't even think we touched like quarterfinals. We lost to Lake Taylor in the state something. So maybe that, because I didn't get a championship. But even the girl, and Stretch, you heard me say this, the girl that won it had a super like whack college career. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like even more disrespect. You're kind of like, it's no way, like, at all. But like you said, like, they probably didn't want to vote for me, but if they didn't, like, it was like, who else would it? It was like such a big point difference. Right. It was like, all right, I guess we got to vote for her. Like, I was averaging 26. I think the next person was like 19.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And like I don't know if it was my junior year, my sophomore year, half that year, I had a hamstring injury. My pops wouldn't even let me hoop for like half that season.
That's crazy.
I'm missing points from that. And I think that's the year that Q and I like kind of were Laquanda Younger from Ward.
Yeah.
Were like fighting for player of the year. I forgot which. It definitely wasn't my senior year. Maybe it was my sophomore year when I first got there.
Right.
And I wanted to play because I'm like, man, she's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm losing these points. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wanted to have to show my, game and show that what I could do because I had just got there.
Right.
So like I'm missing half a season worth of points and still went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
I don't know where, like, I don't know. And like Woodside wasn't like a powerhouse basketball program. You feel me? Like,
no, yeah.
A Hampton that was there in 1850. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got built, so we didn't have that.
Right.
I just came. My teammates, Yana, Alicia, Ice, all them, like, we was good, and then we just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I came into like a program where it was like state championships.
Right.
Well, I don't want to be controversial, nothing like that, but
come on with
it. So a couple of times, Stretch said, and I said before we came on about Fred, right? Stretch just stated that Fred, I got to separate you and Fred is because she's stamped by the WNBA. But when he said that, I looked at you and you was just like, normally someone will nod in acknowledgement, like, yeah, you're right. You ain't do that. You ain't nod and be like, yeah.
You definitely trying to be controversial. No, you don't qualify.
But listen. I mean, she was a beast, and so was Fred though. But if the WNBA is what separates her and Adrienne, I have to ask Adrienne, like, how do you feel? Which is a great feat to be number 2, but do you feel without the I ain't even gonna say that. Do you feel you're deserving to be number 1 in the PD?
I mean, I think just the like competitor, like I am, I'm not gonna say nobody's better than me. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, just who nobody's better than me. But at the same time, like, unlike these people that are like voting, I have to say, like, I have to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Fred, like, obviously me going from private to public school, those points erased, I would have been probably the number 1 in VHSL history with points.
True.
But she's number 1 now, respectfully. She does have the WNBA years. I got drafted, but didn't stay. You know what I'm saying? She has those consistent years in the WNBA, which is like, there's only a select like 144 players that are in the WNBA. So I have to give her that. But other than that, like, no. And it's crazy because my high school coach coached her.
Right.
Okay.
So he's seen both players.
Well, we talking about this high school though. I mean, you
so we need to get Mike on the line. Somebody get Mike on the line.
High school.
Huh?
It's high school. I mean,
get Coach Talent on the line.
Just high school. I think I looked it up too. I think I got the better line, and to be only 3 years in the PD.
Yeah, that's what
yeah. And now we talking like college. I still might got her in college, but then you hit the league, and it's like, all right, then that's where I drop off. And it's like I'm looking at as total, like, and I think that's where half the list is cutting. Not even half. I can't name one person from the PD that played pro consistently, besides me and Fred.
Yeah, I was about to say, just besides y'all two.
I can't name one person. I think Alyssa Bennett did some stints, like, and obviously she's a couple years older than me. I can't name one person besides us 3. Even college, they fall off.
Yeah.
It's like, who are we talking about here?
Right.
As
you know what I'm saying? It's like, you can say all this, but at the end of the day, nobody averaged as much as I did. And then continue, like, it's still, you know what I'm saying? It's like they did this, and then college, they just went.
As Stan says, longevity matters. Ain't that what you say?
I am known for saying that, yes, longevity does matter. But Mike brought up something interesting, like, with the competitive, because I don't think it's anything wrong with you saying that you were equal or better to Fred. Like, honestly, that's not really controversial. And as a competitor, like, I feel like a competitor should say that. Even if somebody has more accomplishments don't always make somebody better. And I'm not speaking specifically about you and Fred, but just the level of play that you attain. Like, I don't think that's controversial to say that's how you feel.
Well, Stats. Well, let me chime in and say this though, and I totally agree with you and get that. However, when we was talking about doing the Queen of the PD, everyone said fret from the very
Listen, okay, that's fair. And I said fret too. So I'm not just fronting, but like after doing research on you, because I had to do research, I acknowledge, I had to do research, talk to Stretch, talk to others, and it was just like, okay, like this young lady was really, really good. And because Dominique, shout out to Dominique, was like, yo, like Mott is the one. Yeah. So like talking to people and like my opinion changes when the information change. And it's just like, yo, y'all, I understand your point. I'm not even mad at you.
I think what was so crazy is the fact that when the nominations came out or the list came out, it was like there's a few people that said Motley, but then it was just like maybe two or three times that I see her name. Yeah. And then I talked to Stretch, and me and Stretch was talking. He told me, and I was just like, well, this is crazy. Do they not know her? Did she, like do they play online? Like I didn't understand it. I'm like, well, where, why isn't her name mentioned more? So I found that a bit surprising. A lot of names I don't even know who these people are. So
with the WNBA thing too, I think it all depends on like the year or like what they need that year. Like if I would have went a year later, my career probably would have been totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like it just depends on what the league needs that year. Like maybe Fret, her year, they needed her position. You know what I'm saying? Like
she came in with an expansion, won't she? Won't she an expansion player?
When I read it,
she came in very early.
Yeah, I think it was either 96 or 99 when she came.
Like that was so long. And just how it is now, like you just need 1 year to kind of get your feet wet in the league, and you can bounce around as much as you want. So like I said, maybe a year, like if I would have graduated 2018, 2019, my career would have been totally different. Or if I would have left my junior year, I would have been a top 10, easy.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to talk about that. So let's talk about your decision to go to the University of Miami. And then let's also talk about your Miami career. As I said, you have over 1,500 points in your career, in your top 10 for the University of Miami in scoring. How did you end up selecting Miami to be your school that you wanted to play for?
So my top 5 was Virginia Tech, Florida State, Miami, and I had Marshall because my godmom, Tamisha, she was there, and I just kind of was giving them some love, like, whatever. I took all my visits except for my 4th visit was Miami. My last visit was Florida State. When I went to Miami, it was a no-brainer. Like I knew I wanted to be there, like knew it was for me. Like my dad had me do and I'm glad he made me do this, like research on all the schools. Like what was the seniors? Who did they already have signed? Like what was the depth chart like? Like he had me do all that. And it was a perfect situation. Like they had like a senior, 2 seniors, a couple senior guards that were leaving. Could have started like right away. And it was in the ACC, obviously. Like my people could, Virginia Tech, Virginia, NC State, North Carolina, Duke, they could hit so many places and come see me. So that was a no-brainer. And I knew I didn't want to stay in Virginia. So ultimately it came down to Virginia Tech and Miami, and it was like Blacksburg versus Miami.
That's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer, right? Like, and just like Miami had just won, I think they just won the AC. It was something big that was happening. I was like, man, like this is the spot. Like, like I just felt at home.
Did you ever take a chance with all those offers? Did you ever take a chance to say, because when I think about, and I follow women's college basketball pretty well, and I did even then back then, but did you, when you had Miami there, was it a thought maybe, let me go to a powerhouse women's basketball program, maybe like a Tennessee, even though I don't know if you would have been a starter or not, but let's go to Tennessee, let's go to UConn, maybe let's go to Stanford, maybe let's go to some of the Duke, which is a pretty good women's program. Was that even a thought at all to go to those schools?
I wasn't getting recruited by UConn. I wasn't getting recruited by Tennessee. So like those are all automatically off the list. Like, like everybody isn't recruited by those schools. Like whatever. They have a certain type of player, and I
Right.
wasn't that player. Cool,
Gotcha.
whatever.
Gotcha.
But like I know I will always go. Like my dad was so big, like unofficial visits, like elite camps. So I knew Virginia Tech really well. I had went to UVA. Man, I thought I was gonna be a Cavalier. Like nobody could tell me that I wasn't gonna be I loved everything about Charlottesville. I loved UVA, and they actually signed a girl, and like Debbie Ryan was a coach at the time.
Debbie Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, and she like, I think she left or something, or something happened, and they stopped. Like they were like, yeah, we just signed this girl, like, same position, and it was actually the girl that won the Player of the Year over me. So I was like, dang, like, all right, like back to the drawing board. And I know Don was at a game. This was before South Carolina was big. I remember Don being under the basket at one of my Nike Nationals games. Like they were in contact, South Carolina. But like it was all like I didn't think about names back then. Like I just thought about where I would want to be, where I was comfortable. Like I didn't think about it. And it's so crazy to see stuff now, like kids in the transfer portal, like that wasn't an option. You know what I'm saying? Like that I had to do so much research that I knew like this was the place I wanted to be.
Yeah, you had to stick it out. So being in the ACC, did you have those, like piggybacking off of Mike's question, those nights where you knew you had to strap it up and play to another level?
For sure. I mean, freshman year, nobody knows you. So you just do what the hell you want to do. Like you just play, just go out and play. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then sophomore year, they start kind of like, so sophomore year is when the, who switched? Maryland left.
Yeah, they went to the Big Ten.
They went to the Big Ten. Notre Dame came in. Louisville came in.
Yep.
Somebody else. I think Maryland was the only team that left. So then it was new teams. So still kind of like got to do what I want a little bit. Like people kind of, and then like my freshman year I got off, was starting. It started every game. Was all freshmen, whatever. Like, so like kind of had a name to me, but you know how it is, like freshman, sophomore, like you either go up, down. So then like with the new teams coming in, they didn't know me either. So I still was kind of like doing, what I needed to do. By like junior year, I still felt like I was doing what I wanted to do. Like junior year was my best year, like by far. And then senior year just mixed with like my grandfather had passed in January, and that's like middle of the season.
Right.
And I missed the only game of my only career for his funeral. And after that, my senior year was just like not where it needed to be. And I think that's kind of where I fell in the depth charts in the draft. Like I had the Sparks was at practice, the Lynx was at practice. Like I had a bunch of coaches at practice. Like one of the big time agents was like hitting me up, like, and then my senior year was just like not where it needed to be. So I just feel like not to probably till senior year is kind of where like I like hit like, all right, like I need to be doing some different stuff here.
Right.
It wasn't a big dip though from your senior, just from your junior to your senior year.
I mean, I was outrageous my junior year, but like senior year it could have been better. Like I wasn't on the ball as much. As I had been.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what do you think? Was it off court or on court? But you mentioned being on and off the ball. Like, why do you think they had you transition that late in your career from on to off the ball? What you think that was about?
I think it was another guard, Jessica Thomas, who like kind of like started developing and like not kind of developing, but like understanding the system, and like we were the same year, and so my coach like really like trust. Not I wouldn't say trust,
She tried to put y'all together.
Yeah, and like that kind of like because I was like a point guard, like when I was raised as a point guard. So like when I'm off the ball, like that limits my touches. You know what I'm saying, or like my feel for the game.
So speaking of being a point guard, would you consider yourself a playmaker?
Right now?
No. I mean, throughout your career, would you consider yourself to be a playmaker?
I'm a straight 2-3 out here now. I don't touch the one.
Right. You're a gunner. You're a gunner now.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it.
Well, I got a question. I got a question though. So
Yeah.
I gotta push back on you, Miss Motley,
Talk
real
to me.
quick. You said your junior year was like you felt like your best year.
Mm-hmm.
Your sophomore year probably was better than your junior year.
It was nice, but
You scored
I
more
gotta think
points
of
your
like
sophomore
all
year.
around. Huh?
You scored more points your sophomore year, and you shot a better percentage from the field your sophomore year.
Yeah, but I think junior year with the tournament, we went deep in the tournament, and my name, like, I was starting to get a lot, like, more, like, yo, this is like, I was like honorable, All-American, honorable mention, like,
Got you.
that type.
I saw that
You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with you. Huh?
I said I saw you was on the Naismith watch list.
Yeah, like it was like that type of year. Like if I would have transferred and like went to UConn, like if I would have transferred my junior year, I probably went to like a UConn, like a, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the type of year I was having that junior year. And like I had scored like a 30 ball in the NCAA tournament against, I don't know if y'all watching the WNBA, Kelsey Plum for the Aces. Like I had beat her team and she was like one of the top teams.
Yeah, she was the number one pick.
Yeah, so like it was like that type of year we were having.
And you gave her 30.
30 in the NCAA tournament. Yeah. First
Mike using stats now. You just trying to steal my stuff, bro.
Listen,
Come on,
man. I've been learning, man.
Yeah,
I've been learning.
Proud of him, man. Hollywood Mike evolving, man. You gotta be proud of him.
I love it. I love it. We love the evolving.
Because I'm a type of person, man. Like I know stats. You into the whole stats and true field goal. No, I'm like, get that person to rock and get out of the way. That's what I look for. I don't care about no percentages because it ain't gonna matter when it's 10 on the clock. Let's give it to the go getter. That's how I feel.
So Molly, here's another question for you. You come from being a point guard your entire life to now you being transitioned to being off the ball, and now you're off the ball as a professional. If you had to pick one, would you rather be a point guard or a gunner?
I mean, I like a point guard. I like being a point guard, running it, and I was a scoring point guard too.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I need the ball, facilitate. Like I'm gonna take this, knowing like it'll be possessions overseas. You're not touching the ball at the 2-3. I was in Greece. I was playing a 4. I never played the 4 in my life. Like, and I'm like, and you know, I'm not used to like. And that kind of gets you off your game. Not game, but like,
what you hear.
Yeah, you have to get when you get the rhythm. Like it'll be possessions. I don't touch the ball.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I'm gonna score. Like, you know, you need me to score, and I'm not touching the ball. And I like even last year it was like tough. Like my coach was like, all his like the people from his country, like he was for them. And I was like, I came back, I was hurt. I came back and was scoring crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it gets political, but like going back to your question, like I'm gonna always say point guard, but it's like they're so like the point guards are little out here. So like I have to play the 2-3. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't even out. Like I'm never the shortest person on the team. Like I wasn't even short in college or like high school, but like I could run a point. But like now I'm not even used to like playing a point now.
Right.
So I don't even like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know when the last time I played the point. Like in my 6 years of playing pro, I don't know when the last time I played point guard.
Wow. Well, sound like you need me to come out there and coach you because they don't know what the hell they do.
Nobody. So.
Oh my goodness. So let's talk about being a pro. And like I said, you've got a few stops under your belt: Sweden, Spain, Portugal, Greece, Romania, Slovakia. What has been your best stops so far, and why?
Definitely. So I think I never have had a stop where I like both, like the people and and like on the court. It's either like the place was terrible and I love the team was terrible and I love the place. I think Sweden might have been like the closest thing. Like I was in the North pole of the Northest Pole in Sweden. Like it was, I kid you not, at like 12 p.m. It was pitch black. The sun had already set.
Wow.
And this is my rookie year. I came from Miami where I never wore sweatpants. The only time I wore sweatpants when we went to Syracuse to play. And you know, like you come right back after the game, throw them sweatpants off. Versus like I come there for 8 months, snow is up to my knees. I'm not seeing no sunlight. Like mentally, I was like, yo, this is crazy. But I had my teammate, the one I told you earlier, Jessica Thomas. She played there and she was a rookie with me. So we kind of like it worked out where we had like each other.
Mm-hmm.
But like I couldn't, if I was out there by myself, like didn't know anybody, I don't think I would have kept playing. It was like so rough mentally. Like just not, it's nothing, man. Like I saw the northern lights out there. Like it was just like crazy, man.
Wow.
And I think, but like we won a championship. Like we were good.
Right.
And it was like a packed house. It's like women's basketball over here is completely different. It was like a packed house. Like they loved us out there. Like, but the city was trash. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like what can you do? But I think overall, like Greece was beautiful, but the people were terrible. Spain was beautiful. Barcelona, beautiful. But the people there, it's crazy. Terrible. So like now it's like so far, it's like, all right, I'm in a good city. Like this is the biggest city I've ever been in. And so far, like the facilities are the best facilities I've had. Like this is the most I'm getting paid. Like so far, like, and I've only been out here like a little over a week.
Right.
Ask me in a couple months, like how it is. But like so far, this is like, this might be all right.
Well, you know, here's the thing I like about you, Mike. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember this. You probably do. But a couple years ago, you were slumping, and you asked me to watch your game. And I probably gave you some of the most hardcore feedback I have ever given a professional athlete. Yes. I want to say almost cussed you out via text message.
Almost, Stretch? Are you kidding me? You almost? Oh, okay. We being nice for the show.
well, I gave you what you needed. I gave you what you needed because you're after that moment you started lighting their ass up. Yeah. And you know, that's the thing I like about you. Like you're so tough mentally, and you got a great bounce back attitude. Like you might be down, but you don't mind reaching out for help. You don't mind asking people to watch, look at your form, whatever the case may be, but you bounce back. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, you right there with Jay Ray as one of my favorite people to train, because I like to put y'all through hell and see if y'all come back the next day. To see if y'all come back the next day.
Smiling and joking. You already know.
Well, Stretch, you want to share, because I seen you on the sideline before. So you Bob Knight. You want to share what you said in the text? You want to share?
Well,
just a word or two. Not everything.
Well, I can surmise. For you. I basically told her to get her head out her ass to play basketball. I told her that she was overthinking. You're overthinking, and I said, you know, you messing up on shit that we've done 1,000 times in the gym. Yeah. And you know, it was a whole bunch of what the fuck are you doing? What are you thinking? Like.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to respond. I want to answer. Like when I ask you that, I want to answer. Like talk to me. What are you thinking? Like what's going on? And she was like, "You're right." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Yo, you fading to your left on your jump shot. Jump off 2 feet."
Yeah.
So I got a question though. So and I guess Adrienne asked you. So when you're thinking too much, are you? How can I say this? When you're thinking too much, are you questioning your ability? Is it a sign of that I'm not as confident? What is that more so?
I think I'm just like I'm an overthinker in life. Mm-hmm. So I think like just like not even bad, like anything in the world, like even like I feel a little twinge in my foot. I'm like on Google, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? So like I don't think it's like I don't think I'm second guessing my abilities, but like I think that's just how I am as a person. Like I'm very like my mind is racing like all the time. Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and like think about something that happened last week, and then like next thing you know, I'm up for like an hour. I think that's just me, like as a person, like just an overthinker. So like when I text Stretch or like I remember there was a time where I'm sure you remember the Stretch, like I had got hurt or like something happened in my career, and I was at the crib chilling for like months working out with Stretch. And I told him, like, I think I'm done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, and y'all know Stretch, like, man, stop tripping. Like, just come back the next day. And I'm like, sometimes I just needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I get so down on myself. So, cause I'm such a competitor. I'm such like a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? Like that sometimes I need to hear somebody say like, yo, you good. Like, I think
I remember that.
You remember that Stretch? Like I was like mentally, I had checked out. I was like, man, I'm done.
She had tapped out mentally, and you know what I'm saying? This is when I was clearing out the gym for my like I ain't give a damn who was in the gym or what. You got to go. I'm stopping 5-on-5 basket. Like, all right, fellas, y'all done Motley in here. Y'all got to go.
Facts.
Y'all got to go.
That's a good point though, because Stretch, they said that I was reading a book. And they said that a person that overthinks, the best way to deal with an overthinker is to be direct with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I read that in the book. So manage our relationship. So that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And I went to Portugal
from a book, bro.
Yeah, I listen, Steph. Believe it or not, man, I read a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm not. No. I wasn't questioning you. I wasn't questioning whether you can read, bro. That was just fascinating.
I read a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You may not, believe so. You know what I'm saying? I read a series or two. You know what I'm saying?
Adrienne, we're just glad it worked for you. But that was a nugget. That we're just glad it worked, and it's somebody who's known Stretch for a while too. Like that's exactly how he is. He's very direct, and he's just like again. Like he gonna tell you whether you want to hear it or not. He gonna
damn direct. You see some of his posts on Facebook?
Rex, man, it's crazy. Ooh. But he like blunt about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't never like Stretch tell me something. I'm like, all right, Stretch. Like what more? You know what I'm saying? I think kids nowadays they don't do that. Like if I trust you with my game, I don't work out with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So if I trust you with my game, it's nothing I can say to you. You know what I'm saying? Like. Stretch say like, yo, you suck. Then I suck. I don't have nothing else to say. You know what I'm saying?
I think part of what you touched on, which is very, very interesting to me, the overthinking part. And I think as fans, we don't really understand that aspect for professional athletes.
Yeah.
That even with the practice that you do, right? Because you practice all the time. You mentioned beforehand that you've been practicing a lot. And even if you work hard to get your muscle memory going, so even when you're tired, under pressure, like you can have the same technique, form, and all of that, that your mind can still get to you. And I think as fans, we don't understand that aspect of how much a person can overthink and get them out of their rhythm. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely glad that you spoke on that for all the people who are watching, who, are current athletes or aspiring athletes or just any aspect of life. Like, I think that's very important to note. Like, it happens to everybody. I'm an overthinker too, right? Yeah. And I didn't get any remedies to fix it from a book, but like, I do, like, when I'm in my thoughts, it's just like, okay, what's the easiest point A to point B to get out of this particular situation? And I'm really, really glad that you touched on that, because even as a professional, it affects people at the highest levels too. Yeah. So that's, to me, that's really a nugget in the gym. That's gonna help a lot of people. Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna say this. So I'm glad I can't be the parent to take. And I love Stretch, but I can't take my kid to have Stretch training my kid, because I'll say, "Hey, Stretch, how did my kid do the first day?" And Stretch will say, "Have you thought about swimming?" I can't. I don't know as a parent, how would I take that? I'm gonna bring in my son to do lessons, and then I said, "How you do the first day?" Hey, I haven't thought about swimming.
But, to be fair though, I'm gonna have to have Stretch back. I did take my daughter one Saturday, and like, my daughter's not a basketball player. I love my baby. Shout out to Bree, right? But she's not a basketball player, but like, he was giving positive reinforcement. And again, so to be fair, he will tailor it. Like, he won't get no, like, I don't mind my daughter being coached, right? And obviously Stretch is like my brother, so I don't mind her being coached. So he was coaching her. You feel what I'm saying? So I will say, to his credit, he does tailor it to age specific. But
those comments are for your what we claim super serious basketball players.
And I'm joking.
So I've told kids before, well, young adults, you 17, 18 years old, transitioning from, high school, college, or trying to do something after college. And I tell you straight up, hey, man, you need to get a job. This is done.
Facts. Hey, if you don't say it, nobody gonna say it.
She's been in the gym. I say, yo, this is done. You're done. It's okay. Get a job. You want an application you can use before reference. But this is done. You won't have it. You don't have it. And when I talk about not having it, it's usually up here mentally. You won't have it. You can't respond. You don't respond well to criticism. You don't respond well to being coached, and you don't respond well to being pushed. You don't have it. Go get a job. The shipyard hiring. But yeah, I mean, I can remember a few sessions with Motley where there was some drag out moments where, I'm pushing, and I want to see if she's gonna break. Because like you said, she was coming off an injury, and like I said, mentally she had checked out, but I knew she had a whole lot left in the tank. And I told her after that first session, I was like, yo, you about to go get paid again. And she was like, oh no. I said, no, you about to go get paid. I said, come back. Just every day, just come back. You about to go get paid. And now, like she just said, she's getting paid the most she's ever had. And look, I'm telling you, the work ethic, it stays in there. Once you come in that gym and you get that grind, it just stays in there. And like I'm super proud of you. J Ray just went and got paid this summer. I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm proud of y'all. Started getting ready to go try out for the G League. Like y'all, I'm proud of y'all, man.
Hey,
I'm proud of y'all.
That fall. If I ain't had you to keep me, you know what I'm saying, right there. And like even when I went out there, I went crazy. I didn't fall off, but if I didn't have you kind of like keeping me, like I tried to veer off, you kept. I mean, a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, like wouldn't be in the.
She gonna show up for 2 days. I'm blowing her phone up. Where the fuck you at? Where you at?
Let me ask you though. So like, I've seen Stretch, coach kids, but how intense is his workouts? Like take me inside. Like how intense is it?
Man.
That bad?
That man is crazy. For real. It's like, I remember this one time, I think the gym was packed or something happened. He was like, we good, come on. We went up to the treadmill. I think it was me, J Ray, and there was what's the other light skin? I cannot think of his name. The light skin kid. Quit, man. I'm like, Stretch, like, what you mean the gym is like, where we going? Man, we went on the treadmill. We was in there flipping tires. We was in there like, and then played basketball. And then it was just like, Stretch, like, you good, man? Like, what's up? And he just chilling, laughing, right? We'll do a ball handling drill. 10 minutes, we all soaking. The Y floor, slippery, the ball. I can't even feel the ball no more. Stretch, like, what y'all doing? Like, let's go. Like, it's just like, I mean, it's tough, but like at the end of the day, it made us better. And I mean, it made us, we got a little better that day, but he's crazy. Respectfully, the man is crazy.
You don't gotta add respectfully. We know.
Like, I mean,
you don't even gotta add respect.
He know, but that's my guy. But he know he crazy. I still got that video of me my legs barely getting up on the treadmill. But it made me better. But I mean,
I mean, ain't no excuse, ain't no days, man.
No, them 10s.
Oh yeah,
light skin still does them. She still does them. Stretch.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, nah, I ain't touching them.
Yeah, Damo said intense.
Yeah. I can man, look, I remember one time I put Motley on the ladder, man. We was on that damn ladder for about an hour and a half. What? I know she got tired of me. She was I know like, she was ready to walk by that door.
What more can we do on this ladder?
Again,
that's what I was thinking.
All you keep hearing is again. One more. Nope, I need it again. Clean makes. I'd still do 21s. Remember, I bought those out for you. 21s. Clean mates. You got to make so the drill is this for everybody that's watching. You got to make 21 shots before you miss 7. And for her, because she's a pro, I used to tell her shots got to be clean makes. They can't hit the rim.
Yeah.
So if you touch the rim, it don't count. Yeah. You just shot it for no reason.
Facts.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She was ready to go though.
Yeah.
Damo, no. Shit, I damn near killed Damo one Saturday morning. I know I almost killed that joker, man. That joker.
You be close.
Hey, man, but look, when they come to me and they say they want to be good, hey, I don't have no limits, bro. I get into that mode. I get to pumping that Rick Ross in that damn gym. If you see me coming to the gym with a speaker, hey, look, buckle up.
Shout out to Ricky Rose.
Buckle up. Buckle up. Mike know what time it is.
When I was in there trying to train with your kids in there that day, going through them drills, man. Whoo, called out to work next day.
Yeah.
Do it.
And he did like 3 minutes. He did 3 minutes of the AI cut drill. Where you start on one wing, spin across the top, you got catch, rip, one dribble, pull up. He did 3 minutes of that, yo. Call out of work.
Legs couldn't take it. Couldn't take it. No, sir. No, sir. Never again.
Hey.
No, sir.
So
I want to say one thing before we wrap up, though.
Yeah, go ahead, baby.
I'm not top 5. Top 2-1 is debatable, but ain't nobody, respectfully to anybody, it's nobody. And we can go tit for tat.
Come on
it's
now.
Nobody.
Let's talk this shit now.
Yeah,
let's talk it, man.
That's what I want to end with, just in case they got lost in the sauce.
Oh no, ain't no loss. I'm putting it right back. Here we go. I want your top 5. Oh no, ain't no loss.
Hey, I got my top 5.
Let me get your top 5.
Let
me get it.
I'm taking Fred out because we already talked about Fred, and I'm putting me number 1. Fred is in another. We're gonna do top 5 I've seen.
Okay.
Me, I'm gonna say Tiff Davis from Hampton.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give Tiff was the craziest, but again, college, I don't know. She ended at what, apprentice? I mean, I don't know. I wish Tiff would have went crazy in college, and Tiff probably would have been in the league. Alyssa Bennett, definitely 3. I gotta give. Maybe I got top 3. I can't even think of anybody.
Wow.
Maybe I got top 3.
Anybody?
I can't. I'm gonna get my Woodside girls, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get them shout outs. Alicia, Ayana, all of them, those still my best friends now. So I'm gonna get them to top. I don't even know if I got. It got to be a heritage girl, one of those.
What about Bonet? Did you ever play against Bonet?
What's her last name?
Shit,
y'all
know
her last name?
Simmons, I think.
Shit, I don't know, man.
30 was it the big? It was 34. That she was kind of like the bigger.
Yeah,
post?
Bonet Holston. Yeah, Bonet Holston.
Holston. Yeah. I give it to her. I gotta give one of the heritage girls one. It's nobody from Kickerton. It's nobody from Phoebus. It's nobody from Gloucester. No. Minchville. No. Warwick. No. Q was nice. I give Q top 5. LaQuanda Younger award.
Okay.
I'll give Q top 5.
She was at Ward.
Yeah, but other than that,
okay.
Nobody from Bethel. Nobody. Yeah, that's my top. I mean, we can debate, but Adrienne.
No, I love it. No, I love it. You already know. Hello.
Man,
my gold star.
What I mean, what we can talk. I'm
with you. I'm with you. Yeah, what's up? I'm with all of it. I know one thing. You come back down here in the summertime, don't see me in the gym, I'm gonna come find you.
Stretch, you know I was not home this summer at all. Don't even do. You know I was not home this summer at all. Not even the slightest bit.
You and Light Bright. Y'all better make our way to Newport News. Come see me in the gym. All right.
Hey, you
I
know,
know
you
you
know,
watching. What up, JJ? Look, y'all better tighten up. You know what I'm saying?
I think she watching.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all better tighten
She
up.
is
Y'all better come see
watching.
me, man.
All
Where's
right.
she at now?
She's going to Poland on Tuesday. She's still at home.
Poland. All right. So you in Romania, she in Poland.
Yeah.
That shit crazy, man. Cold as hell.
Go ahead.
So, Mike, you got any final thoughts before we wrap her up? Hold on, I got a question for you. So,
yeah.
So you know, like we said, in your high school career and your early college days, you were a playmaker. Now, as a playmaker, did you ever throw thread the needle passes over the back, behind the back, or
Like
jump
Steve
hook
Nash?
pass, or
like
jump
Steve
hook
Nash?
pass, or like somebody like that? Did you ever do any of those passes?
Hey man, I've heard this conversation. This is gonna be another 2-hour long interview, man. We already discussed that. Man, look at they over there crying.
Hey, listen. We got a hooper, you know, a pro. I want to know
what's interesting about it, Adrienne.
I want to know what a pro is saying.
What's interesting about it is that usually Mike asks those questions and not Stretch, but yes, Mike was in his book and he forgot to ask.
No. You know. I just
want to know in your whole career, have you did a jump hook pass or one of those and been called a great play? And heard your coach say that's a great playmaker and decision.
Nowadays, I'm looking to score.
Right, I know, baby. I know.
Man, so.
Always looking to score.
Y'all tried it and it didn't work. She had enough, bro.
She said no. She said no. She said no.
Well, I mean, right now it's 7:00 here. It's probably 3 a.m. there. Like she got to get
that's
what I'm off tomorrow, though.
I'm off in the morning. Yeah, we gotta be respectful. 2 a.m. in the morning.
Look, man, I appreciate you, Motley, man.
Hey,
absolutely, man. Appreciate you staying up late, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you so much, Adrienne. Thank you.
Nothing but love from down here, man. You go out there, you play your brains out, man. You know I'm a call away if you need me to do anything. And I definitely support it. We support you. We're on the number street, though.
Absolutely.
You know, we'll get you when you come back. We'll get you to come back on, and we'll talk some more shit. Have some fun.
Hey, I'm ready. I appreciate you guys doing your research and getting a better perspective.
There we go.
Thank you for telling us. Thank you for telling us.
Yeah.
All right, Stretch, I appreciate you.
Yeah. All love, baby. You get some rest, man. And I'll talk to you later.
All right, man.
All right, Adrienne. Peace.
All right. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Here we go.
Well. That set the record straight.
It absolutely did. Absolutely did. All
set the record straight.
Did though, and she came out and she stated that no disrespect to Fred. She did put Fred in another.
She's in another category.
Another category, and she said she's number one.
Yeah.
I want to know the people out there, the viewers, what I got to say about that. You know what I mean?
We can't debate but so much. Did her resume? Do I need to?
She still had that same resume before the votes. You see what
I'm
saying?
That's the crazy thing. Like here's my thing about that, man. Because we had the same issue with Big Cat. When you're up on it close, maybe you don't see it like that.
Come on, they had that Joker 9, bro. At first,
Yeah.
Come on, man. That Joker was 9, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
9,
again, bro? And then a lot of people get caught up in the myth and the legend. You know what I'm saying? But these numbers right here don't lie, bro. She was on the Naismith watch list twice. 3,000 points, bro. And over 3,000. Like 3,000 might be doing her injustice.
And she made a good point though. When you're in high school, of course, you put a little elevated. But then when you go to college, you have that fall.
Yeah.
She was good in college.
Yeah, she was very good in college.
Real good in college. Yeah, real good in college.
Her coach probably need her ass whooped for switching her off ball. But hey.
The stats, for the record, I do You might not think it. You know,
she was 27th in the nation. Did y'all know that she was 27th in the nation by ESPN?
I was doing research, brother.
Me too. I actually also seen that she shot 40% from three on 161 attempts in Slovakia. I was like, I actually wanted to bring that up to her, but that was crazy.
No, she could hoop, man. And like I said, I'm proud of her, man. Between her and Jay Ray, man, they might be my top 2 kids I've ever trained, man. Like I said, Mustadi is right there as well. He was the youngest player of the year for boys. But yeah, man, these kids, man, got me feeling like that.
Let me ask you though, Stretch, though. I mean, I know it's our show, but let me ask you though, how does it feel when you have a pro like Motley come back and say it's because of you? Like she owe a little bit to you, and she reaches out to you. Like you said, when she lost that confidence a little bit or whatever, she was like, man, I don't know, I might give it up. I don't know.
Man,
how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's touching, bro. Like, for real, it's touching. Like, but I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they talk about it, I was there. You know what I'm saying? I relived that situation with her. I remember what she had on. She had on her Miami stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just finished a workout, and she was like, you know, most of the kids, when they finish a workout, regardless of how hard it is, they put their shit on, get the hell up out of the gym before I throw another drill on them.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like hanging around, you know what I'm saying? It took her like 30 minutes to put her shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, yo, what's up? And she was like, man, I think I'm done, yo. I'm done. I was like, what? I said, girl, we just getting started, man. You about to go get paid. Like, what the fuck you talking about you done? Like, we ain't done. And like, then I really started lighting her up, you know what I'm saying? Because like the stuff was hard then, but then I was giving her some extra stuff,
right?
You know what I'm saying, on the end, like because I knew she needed to get sharper up top. But I mean, it's touching, man. It's touching, man. All of them, man, say the same thing, bro. Like all of them say the same thing, bro. And
that's good, though. That's good.
Yeah, man. That's our bond, though. Like we bond in that gym. Like it ain't just coach and player, bro. Like we become like once we start grinding like that, man, we become family, man. Because I push your ass, and you know she pushed me to be a better trainer. Like, she was my first pro that I needed to elevate.
I've seen you in that gym take some kids, like because I always tell you about the guy that I guess the white guy. He was real tall.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, Matt.
He used to be stars. I don't know what.
Yeah, he ended up being top 100 as a freshman.
That boy came in the gym one day. I'm like, man, it's the same kid you coach. He was like, yep. Yeah. I said, man, do it all. Yeah. That's good, man.
I mean, we are, you know, shit. Damo was in there. After a summer with me, Damo was all conference.
Yeah,
and they wrote him off in 2 schools. 2 schools said he wasn't good enough. He put in the summer. Damo was all conference.
Damo solid, man. He's solid.
Yeah.
He's solid. He's solid. Damo solid.
Damo, like, look, this is the crazy thing about Damo. I don't know if Damo going to admit it or not, but y'all told me Damo was back playing, and then I came into that gym and I saw him playing. I was like, Damo, what the fuck going on? What are you doing? The next week, Damo was putting on a clinic.
Charge it. Yeah, Damo solid. Damo solid.
Yeah.
I was telling Stacks, man. I said, you know, come to the gym, man. I want to come to the gym and come hoop, man. Because I'm dying to see that move. I'm down. I want to see that move. So Stacks, you got to come, bro. Come. I want to see that move, man.
Y'all crazy, man. All right, look.
I'm pulling up tomorrow.
He pulling up. I ain't playing. I'm going out tonight. I ain't messing with you.
You're not playing. No,
I'm going out tonight. I told John, man, you can have my spot, or somebody can have my spot. I ain't care. You know, I'm up out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
So you ducking wreck then?
Man, stop playing with me, man. I've been in there 3 weeks in a row, man. Don't play with me.
We still live, man. So you know what I'm saying. I want to.
Yeah, exactly. Don't make me tee up again. Yeah, don't do that.
Actually, they probably need to see y'all argument. That's like the funniest thing.
Don't do that.
Ducking right. You going out? You going out with the fam tonight? You going to see Minions?
Yeah. Actually, I'm about to go see what was that? Honk for Jesus. Jesus Save Lives.
Yeah,
You know,
honk for Jesus, save your soul.
yeah, Save Your Soul. Yeah, I'm about to go see that. Jump. It's called Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul.
I ain't never seen that.
I know. But today is National Movie Day, so every movie theater,
it's like $3 off, ain't it?
It's $3 period for admission.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's actually something to do. Okay. Any final words, fellas, before we get out of here?
Great show as always, man. Appreciate Adrienne coming on and setting the record straight.
Yeah.
For the queen of the PD. So great show to you guys though. Everybody that's watching. And I think too, man, everybody that did come in and view the show. It's hard to do that on a Saturday. It's hard.
Yeah, and it's also hard to do it on short notice. Like because we're trying to get her time, be respectful of her time, because obviously we like going 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, stuff like that. But man, it's like 3 a.m. over there right now, Jack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. That's the thing. Yeah. But good show as always.
Yeah, and then once we jazz it up a little bit, we'll put it out again. Get a chance for everybody to see it. But it was a great show, man. Great show, man. I appreciate everybody that came on and watched it. I appreciate Motley coming on. Shout out to Damo. Damo be plugged in every time we on, man.
Shout out Damo, man.
Love that dude.
Hey, Dominique, we got to talk about that playmaker stuff too tomorrow. I'm gonna come see you.
Shout out Javon, man. He plugged in too, man. Every time, right? Man,
thank y'all for real. Thank y'all. Please share and subscribe.
Every time we come on, bro, we be on.
Got to share and subscribe, man. Please tell everybody.
So next show's Thursday. We live, man. We got football. We got football. We start talking about King of the PD for football, man. Breaking it down by positions, and that should be a good show, man. Good. Let's start the NFL season. So for Big Dog, Statman AJT, Coach Stretch, we the number streets. We out.
Peace.